Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 14 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Next week on Coronation Street, a murder investigation begins when Joel's body is discovered, while Sarah tries to uncover who stole Damon's money. Meanwhile, Bethany pushes Daniel away as she struggles to come to terms with the aftermath of her surgery. Here's a look at 14 big moments hitting screens. You can also explore the stories in more detail with our collection of 21 spoiler pictures from the episodes. Kit and Craig review new CCTV footage in order to locate Joel and are surprised to see Joel and his father Gus at a locker. Kit brings Gus in for questioning, determined to get some answers. Meanwhile, some kids spot a body floating in the water on a riverbank. When the body is retrieved and identified, Craig confirms to Lisa and Kit that they found Joel's body. Kit breaks the news about Joel's death to Dee Dee and Lauren, as Lisa reveals all about the grisly discovery to everyone in the Rovers. Lauren is horrified to learn from Kit that the post-mortem shows Joel was dead before he hit the water, and it's now a murder investigation. Kit questions Lauren's whereabouts on the night of Joel's death. Kit discusses the post-mortem findings with Lisa and reveals that Joel died from 2 blows to the head, likely inflicted by a crowbar. Later, Lisa is given reason to suspect Mason's involvement when Yasmin reveals she threw him out after learning he had a crowbar. Lisa warns Betsy to stay away from Mason, but she defies Lisa's orders and tells Mason that the police are onto him. With suspicion rising, Mason tries to dispose of the crowbar, but is caught in the act by Kit. Ronnie receives a shock when Kit questions him and Ed in the ongoing investigation. Ronnie and Ed are quick to provide alibis for their whereabouts on the night of the murder. When Joel's address is found on Ronnie's sat-nav, Ronnie explains that he last used it when he and Michael helped Joel move out of his flat months ago. However, Michael later drops Ed in it by revealing to Debbie that they took Michael's car on that visit. Debbie realizes that Ronnie lied to her, but what will she do with her discovery? With Damon's money mysteriously missing from the lockup, Sarah is quick to blame Adam and accuses him of stealing it. Adam insists that he had nothing to do with it, and neither did Daniel. He suggests that the most likely suspect is Damon's cousin, who also had access. As David examines his finances to work out how to buy number 8, Jesse offers a helping hand and mentions that he's expecting a financial windfall. David and Sarah note Jesse's strange behavior, and Adam suggests it's possible Jesse may have overheard him discussing Damon's stash of money. Convinced Jesse must be responsible, Sarah enlists David's help to prove it. Jesse treats David, Sarah, and Nick to lunch in a bid to get to know them better. Sarah uses the opportunity to quiz Jesse on his finances, and Jesse mentions that his expected windfall is due to the sale of his marital home. David urges Sarah to put aside her suspicions, but when Jesse leaves in a hurry, Sarah follows him to Victoria Gardens. What will she discover? Daniel explains to Sarah that Bethany is convinced he won't want to be with her due to her stoma bag. Meanwhile, Daisy is shocked to learn from Jenny that Bethany has dumped Daniel. Daisy decides to pay Bethany a visit at the hospital to help her realize she's making a huge mistake by pushing Daniel away. Tensions have been running high between Yasmin and Stu in recent weeks due to Stu's determination to help Mason. Things come to a head when Mason informs Stu that his social worker has found him somewhere to live. Stu is angry with Yasmin's lack of support for the troubled teen and reveals that he's considering moving to Germany to be closer to Eliza. Chesney is surprised when Gemma insists that she doesn't want Joseph to go on his school's skiing trip. Chesney tries to reassure her, but it becomes clear that Gemma is fearing for Joseph's safety in the aftermath of Paul's death. Later, Joseph tells Chesney that he doesn't want to go on the trip if it's going to cause Gemma more stress. Meanwhile, Jenny suggests to Chesney that Gemma might like to return to work, but Chesney is adamant that it's too soon. With Nick and Leanie still on the rocks after his affair with Toya, Sam determines to bring them back together. As the youngster prepares a romantic meal for them, he cuts himself with a knife, resulting in a nasty wound. Sam calls on Asha for help, and she takes him to the hospital for stitches. After the incident, Leanie tells Toya that they need to move out of the flat to help Nick and Sam. Leanie makes plans to move into the salon flat, but tells Toya that she should find her own place. Lauren and Max are relieved to learn from the doctor that Frankie will soon be well enough to be discharged. Bobby promises Lauren that he and Max will be around to help her, and later confesses to Max that he still has feelings for Lauren. Later, Bobby finds Max and Lauren together at the Rovers, but is confused when Max makes a hasty exit. Bobby quizzes Lauren about why they've been acting so shifty around him, prompting Lauren to take off as well. With Hope still feeling under the weather, Fizz has no choice but to take the day off and look after her. Tyrone is convinced Hope's vaping habit is to blame, and his suspicions are confirmed when Dr. Gaddis informs them that Hope has a chest infection, and her vaping will have played a part. David visits the bistro to break the news that Rowan has decided to plead not guilty to charges of blackmail and fraud. Nick is frustrated to learn that the plea means that the case will go to trial. Actor Emrys Cooper recently spoke to Digital Spy about the character's upcoming return. The star revealed, he hasn't quite finished his naughty business yet. There might be a little bit more of a twist yet to see, so keep watching and you'll soon see.